Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit different for our book discussion than we usually do. We usually get up in our groups based on the book that we're reading, but this time we're gonna actually be able to discuss our books with other people and share what we're reading. So you're gonna actually take your textbook with you. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. So this side of the room, you're gonna go and line up on this side, and you're gonna sort of keep, it's sort of a diagonal line from the couch, Aaron, to sort of the end where that tape is. So grab your book, this side, and come and go in a line for me. I'll explain this side in a second. So go in a line. Start here, just like in elementary school. A nice line. And my people over here, come on. Come line up. Yes. Like in elementary school. Okay, so step this way. We're gonna be a little bit tight today. Sometimes I go out in the hall, but today we're gonna, okay, now you're gonna turn the other way. This side, you are going to come, face them, face the windows, my line. You all are gonna come and line up in front of somebody. Okay. Point to the person that you are discussing your book with. Okay, everyone got a partner? Okay, so I'm gonna give about a minute, and I want, we'll put the window side. Window side, you're gonna discuss your book to the person across from you, and then I'm gonna tell you to switch. Okay, go ahead and tell them about your book.
My book is about this girl. I forgot her name, but basically she's this poor girl who goes to this rich school off of the scholarship that she paid for. And it's just about her interacting with all these rich people and dealing with like a lot of
And then it's I don't know. They're just in like an open show. I know they're just
Okay, if you haven't switched sides yet, go ahead and the other person tell about your book.
Okay, so I read her mom. There's like the Civil War, so there's like the Nazi which are the nationalists, and the Republicans are like the more democratic type people. And then there's this person, and has a brother, her dad was executed right in front of her, her mom is in prison, and she wants to escape. She is just like kind of living with them right now. And it's really weird. But apparently, her mom knew these sisters. And it was like, whoa.
I'm reading that, so I'm is it it's pretty interesting.
A little bit. That's a part of it. Trying to make some art, but otherwise, he's on the bus. It's easy to read. I have to think of it
Okay, stop right there. Okay, Brant, you ready for this?
Yeah.
You're gonna go all the way down to the end. And I'm gonna let you go all the way down to the end. Scoot forward. Okay, So for this round, I want you to share about the actual character to the person across from you in your book. And then you can get into a little bit of the summary if you finish doing the character. Let's start with our, we'll call it the Hall side. So you're gonna explain about the character first when you discuss. Okay. So this side, you're discussing to people across from you.
Right now.
Yep,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay.
I'm reading the one that's like
I'm sort of like a beast. Okay. But mine's very interesting, but I'm waiting for her to decide to be done. How far are you into how far are you? Okay, my character is a little bit more. So basically, his dad and I don't know. Or so it's like their dad, but it's something they were doing. And so then it's just her and her dad. And it's called the Secret Life of Bees because she always hears the buzzing sound. Her dad doesn't chase her. So it's really, you have, do you like it? I'm not that far into it, so I'm like excited. I'm only 2 chapters.
I know you're
Yeah, he's alright.
That's just really awesome.
And so it's just a story of
I bet, yeah, I bet
wave
it's
stuck in his head when he was born. And he was trying to cope with that feeling.
You're all the way to the end. Okay, go all the way to the end. Let's scoot this way so we get a little bit more room and a little bit more spacing. Okay, so for this round, what you're going to discuss with your partner is what you think based on what you've read in the book and on the cover. What do you think is going to happen at the end of the book? And I guess if you finished your book, you can spoil it a little bit. Okay, so go ahead. Let's do this side. So Risa's side, you're going first.
Okay.
Wait, am I with you?
So I'm reading Ricky's story.
Okay.
So a story about a little boy who is going to meet his mom who lives in the United States. So he's going to outdoors. He rides on the top of the train cars and then like tries to ride into America. Obviously, there's setbacks. He gets sent back and like he tries to get a smuggler to bring him in, and the smuggler like dirty because that happens. So it's kind of like the story of like this boy trying to go see his mom, and then about halfway through like he gets to the United States. So his mom like meets up with his mom and all and it's whole thing about him. It's in next out. Oh, that's what you said. Oh, it's just nice. So I did finish it. So basically, it's the whole thing about like after he doesn't meet his mom, he gets into drugs, which is a very real thing. So the whole story of how he's like going through everything, how he's working and barely like making enough money and trying to live, and then he also has family back in Canada. How he really tries to
Oh, it's like finish reading.
I did.
It's like trying to interpret.
I haven't finished this. I've read about 13 pages, I think. Trevor Noah, living in South Africa, apartheid, I think it's called, just ended. So far what I've read is talking a lot about
So which, are you reading the same book or different?
No, I'm reading The Secret Life of
The one with Nelson Mandela.
The Knife of Never
Pretty much
Let
just
It
talking
Go.
about,
Okay. So how are we liking
where they
it?
tie
I like
your
my
arms
book
behind your
a
back
lot.
and like the
It's really interesting.
Have you finished?
Yeah, it was wild.
Okay, so what do you think is
So I'm thinking he's gonna get himself into some situation. Probably not getting what's called. He's a big famous dude now, but I bet he's gonna get into like some trouble. Either I think it said his mom got shot by his dad, but we haven't learned anything about that. So we'll probably figure out a little bit about that.
Later on in my book,
It's
the
pretty good.
character's gonna
I'm gonna lie.
have these because she always feels ready to use
Yeah.
her dad doesn't believe her. So I think
Pretty
she's gonna
enjoyable.
try to train someone.
Does it like go through stories or something? Like,
Yeah, but I haven't really read much.
Okay. Do we need another round, or I think we're good? Okay, we've had some good discussions. We're ready to write. Go back. We're going to do an accountability form, so go back to your seats and pull out that crossbook. Okay, we're going into Schoology. First semester materials. Second quarter, we're almost done. So make sure you're doing this accountability form. These are one of the very few grades left of the quarter besides your last writing project. So we've got book club 2. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go to book club 3 actually. Or 4. Let me look on the schedule. Sorry. The snow days have gotten me off. Okay, so we're going to do book club 4. We're going to click on that discussion. So make sure you click on the right link for that. When we go into book club 4, we've got our first name, last name, and of course your blog number. Okay, book title, whether you're reading your book club book or you've finished and have moved on, what page you are on. Okay, and then you're going to listen to these two, you're going to give a short summary of what is going on in your book. So that is your book and what you're reading. And then the next one is, what was your main takeaway from the book club discussion that you had? The one that we were standing in line. We did 3 different rounds, so you had a lot of talking. Pick maybe one of those, or you can pick all of them and talk about what was your main takeaway. What did you learn from talking about to others about their books? So let's do about 5 minutes to complete this, and then we will move on with our lesson. Is this the report? Yes. Yep. Okay.
So, what block?
Oh, I'm sorry. Choose block number 3. I didn't update it from last year.
Right, thank you. Okay. So, where are you in the book?
kind of confused the main, I think, and his son. And right now he's fighting a crocodile, so
Okay,
yeah, that's where I'm at.
nice. Would you want to be able to hear everybody's voice?
No. Nah, I didn't hear too much.
Yeah, I think it would be a little bit too chaotic, wouldn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, you're reading the same book. What was your main takeaway with discussing?
Just more of the characters and talking about like Todd and Manchi and how like they're going about and how Manchi's become somewhat a problem, but then how Todd somewhat resented him a little bit, but is somewhat liking him more and realizing that like he's the dog and he's part of the like family that they have.
Nice. When you were talking with anyone else, was there a book that sounded interesting to you?
The bees one.
The Bees.
Like just hearing about like what is she like she hears bees and stuff.
Okay. How far are you with Where the Girl Dies?
I just started.
You just
Yeah, I
started.
just started.
So what do you think so far?
It's pretty good. I like the beginning.
Okay,
Right
so
now.
it grabs your attention?
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
probably gonna read the whole thing.
Okay, and
Yeah.
when you were what book, when you were discussing with someone, what book did they have? Do you remember?
They had, I forgot the name, but they were talking about, like, how, what was it? It was like a mix between like how Americans are trying to turn Muslims into Nazis. Yeah.
The internment one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one he was talking to me about. And yeah, I like historical fiction, so I like how like he described that book to me.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Excellent. How do you have your one done?
So, Born?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so which book are you reading?
So, Born a Crime, it's Trevor Noah.
Okay. How do you like Born a Crime?
It's good because it combines a description of South Africa during apartheid with the actual memoir. I mean, it doesn't feel like his anecdotes are just for the description or just about his life. It really mixes the two well.
Okay, excellent. Okay, we've got about a minute left, so make sure you're wrapping up your writing. Yeah.
Is that book called The Secret Life of
Bees. Yeah, Secretly Life of Bees. Okay, so what are you writing about for the second part? Your takeaway. What was your main takeaway?
Everybody I talked to had the same book. They had the Trevor Noah book.
Okay.
So just kind of like learning about his character and like life during, because he was like mixed and that wasn't allowed at the time. And so just learning about like the struggles of his life because of his identity and just like life in South Africa around that time.
You think it's one you might want to read later?
Honestly, everybody I talked to liked it, so yeah, I'd probably want to read it again.
Yeah.
Or read it in the future.
Read it? Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, finish up that last sentence. Okay. I'm hearing still a lot of typing. Do we need a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I see no. We good?
Like 2 more.
2 minutes? Okay, let's do 2 more minutes on the clock to give you a little bit of time, just because I heard a lot of typing. I still see a lot going on. Once you finish, pull up your unit folder of reviews and start looking at that reviews folder, because that is your next assignment. What was your main takeaway? Who was it?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Okay.
Yeah, he has a very hard life growing up. That's my main takeaway. At
Nice.
least from most of the discussion.
Okay, and that's the book you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was a takeaway from somebody else's book?
From somebody else's book?
Yeah.
Like besides mine?
Yes, besides yours. Did you talk to anyone about a different book?
About a different, no.
No, it was.
Oh wait, actually no, I did. I talked to Alice about A Blade So Black.
Okay, what did you think about A Blade So Black?
It was pretty interesting. My main takeaway is that, the main thing I focused on was that it's about Alice in Wonderland, but it's not in the movie. It's after. It's not including Alice in Wonderland. You know what I mean?
So a twist.
Yeah, twisting.
Okay. Do you like books that give a twist?
Yeah, I would say so. I like fantasy in general. So.
Me too.
Yeah, but I give
So-
this one a try because I like how it sounds.
Yeah,
And also
that one's
he's-
not fantasy, but it's really good.
Yeah, and also he's a popular person that I know. So.
Yeah, it's nice to read when we know the author. What's
Mhm.
going on.
Yeah.
Marion, what about you? What was one of the books that you discussed with someone?
I only talked about like the Crawdad sings that one with them. They both, the two people I talked to, both seem to have the same like grasp of like the main character in an abusive household and having a closer connection with their mom, but not too much further from that in that book. But this seems like interesting. Like I feel like a book with like those deeper and like hard, like more like what's the word, like harsher type of like concepts in it is like really interesting to read. So like
Okay, excellent. For this last one, since we're out of time and I used your time, you can put that I discussed it with you. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. We've got to move on to our NOVA surveys that you got to do for Northern Virginia Community College.